What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, TGIF. Good morning if you're watching this in the morning. I know that we do this late in the evening or even early in the morning for some of you in Europe, so I appreciate you guys always coming and checking out the recaps of these videos. Obviously, if you're here, you know it's live at 5. It's your weekly Divi video update. I'm really excited to be here today because we have a lot to talk about as usual, and I've honestly come to really look forward. We hit, again, a new all-time high of 1,459 masternodes. Now, what's interesting about this current all-time high is that if you look at the actual metrics across the ecosystem, there is quite a bit of Divi in these masternodes. Right now, I mean, we almost have a billion Divi locked in masternodes, 940 million Divi, which accounts for about 5,600 BTC, which is worth right now. I actually haven't checked the price in a while. I haven't been refreshing today, but that's like $66 million just in masternodes. That doesn't account for staking. That doesn't account for anything. That is an incredible feat, not just because it's a big number, but because it secures the network in a way that most chains, especially with communities of our size, never achieve. So I'm really excited about these metrics this week. Let's also take a look at the beta wallet signups. So this week we have 11,391 people signed up for the wallet. What's awesome about this is that the number of people that are signed up for this is obviously an incredible achievement. We're really excited, especially because we really haven't even started on any of the concerted marketing efforts that our new CMO, Zoe Cox, has been working incredibly hard on to create. I've been working alongside with her to create a rollout plan, which I kind of alluded to last week. We're going to launch, feature on feature, sort of let people in slowly so that we can really test this thing at scale and make sure that when the mass audience of the world gets their hands on it, it is actually the most world-class, perfected piece of software that we could have possibly created. Now, we just finished that rollout plan this week. It is fully locked in, and now we actually get to go and start assigning dates to things. Still not telling you any of them, but we will know them soon, and you will start to see those dates coming out as they become a little bit closer. Very excited about that. Additionally, in metrics news, DiviGo crossed the 5 million Divi staked threshold. So there are 5 million Divi actually being staked on DiviGo, which is, if you guys don't know, DiviGo is our WhatsApp staking wallet. So you can actually use Divi, send and receive Divi on WhatsApp as well as stake. And it's as easy as just sending some Divi to your WhatsApp wallet. We have over 826 users on the WhatsApp wallet. It is pretty amazing to see how this basically alpha product, beta product now that we're in to a new version, has actually garnered so many people. It shows something, right? It shows that it's not all about, it's not even all about the mobile app. It's not all about having desktop. It's about offering these different opportunities to people that, first of all, some people don't have a desktop computer, right? Especially in the developing world. This gives people the opportunity to access cryptocurrency in a way that previously was impossible. Over 1,600 messages sent just this week on the WhatsApp wallet. Now, DiviGo is obviously, like I said, it's sort of in a beta state, but not for long. Very, very soon, we're going to issue an update, or NK, I should say. NK Labs is issuing an update to DiviGo to add a bunch of the features that I spoke about last week. One of those things is the rich media and picture content that we are now able to send thanks to our Tier 4 channel partnership with WhatsApp. I'm going to show you some of the cool little picture messages that you'll end up seeing in the wallet. So we have, of course, tutorial imagery, right? How does staking work? And then, of course, there's a link to the DiviGo website where you can learn more. the Welcome to DiviGo. Now, this is a cool feature. We will support different, local currencies, so that if you want to know how much your Divi is worth, or how much your Bitcoin or Litecoin is worth, or any other coin that we add in your local currency, you can set that up right in the wallet. Very nice. Uh, Obviously, just registering, you get a nice graphic for that. Can always set your notification preferences. How does the lottery work? Which, of course, I know a lot of you have asked this. Do I get the lottery blocks, or am I eligible for lottery blocks via the WhatsApp staking? The answer is always yes. And then, of course, you can contact one of our support agents, call them support stars, basically customer service people that will help you if you run into any issues. I'm really excited about this because, and first of all, I want to say this too. Our support staff is so freaking reliable and so amazing that today, one of our support stars was on a concierge call, which, if you don't know, you can actually set up a call with us. If you're having an issue with your wallet, if you're just confused, if you want to know how certain things work, Divi, Bitcoin, crypto in general, you can set up a concierge call with one of our support staff, and they will actually get on the phone with you or video chat or whatever you're comfortable with and take you through and answer all your questions. That happened today, and the individual who was assisted actually donated 1,500 Divi to our support stars, and that's being spread across the support team right now. That's how good these support guys are. Now, obviously, our goal is to make it so that no one ever needs support again, but in software, that's just never going to happen. So until that happens, we are really, really proud of our support staff, and I really just have to applaud them for that amazing job. Now, moving forward, you may have heard me say BTC and LTC in DiviGo. It's ready, and it's being tested right now. I'm really expecting to see this next iteration of DiviGo within the next few weeks. Obviously, we'll keep you guys posted, and I'm in communication with the guys at NK all the time. Of course, we work together all day long. DiviGo is really about to take that next step up, and I think it's probably getting to the point where it's ready to be used by a more mass audience. So we'll definitely be pushing that more in the near future. Keep an eye on that. As far as the actual Divi wallet, the mobile wallet, we're launching a new website next week. It's ready to go. We've actually been working on this website for a really long time, and I'm excited to finally see it come out because it's a beautiful site. Really, really slick, and it shows you all of the features, and it'll actually track that rollout plan that we discussed last week. So if you're confused about where we are in the roadmap, or you're just curious as to what's available and what's not available at a certain point in time, you can just jump on that website. It'll end up replacing the website that you guys are used to seeing, either the diviproject.org or the wallet.diviproject.org. Will just be diviwallet.com. It's not live yet, so if you go there, it's just going to be a dead link. But we got the domain a few weeks ago, and we're ready for it to go live next week. Next, I want to talk about this amazing feature that our lead blockchain developer, Herman, has been working on for quite some time now. And it's a feature that we've talked about for a way longer time than that, which is staking vaults. Now, it's way cooler than we initially imagined it. I love how when you're developing software that's new and isn't just, something that is a wheel that doesn't need to be reinvented, you get to come up with all these creative ideas, and all these genius minds that we have been fortunate enough to hire are contributing to the amazing success of this particular feature, which is staking vaults. So staking vaults, and I have some notes here because I don't want to screw this up. It can be a pretty complex feature, and I'm going to boil it down to as simple as I possibly can. Okay, so think of it like this, like a safe deposit box. You have two keys, right? You hold the key that opens the actual box, and the bank holds the key that unlocks it, right? So, and I know I used a bank as an example, but safe deposit box is actually a good analogy for this particular piece of software. So the way the staking vault works is there's two keys. There's the vault key, and there is the owner key, right? So the vault can be anyone. It's basically someone you delegate, a friend, another computer, family member, doesn't matter. People, I can imagine, will probably set up staking pools and stuff just for this purpose. And if I was someone with more time, I probably would do this myself. But basically, you have your vault key, and the only way that the stakes that are won by the vault uh, can be spent is with your owner key. So the entire time that you're staking your coins within the staking vault, it's of course racking up stakes and doing the thing that it would normally do, but the whoever owns the vault itself can't spend the money that's inside. So it kind of works in a way like the masternodes, where you allocate the funds and they become essentially locked until you unlock it, and only the owner can lock it. And this can be done with any number of owners. So what this means for the user is that you could essentially go and with your friends grab a new PC or use an old PC, pool your funds together, and set up a staking vault that all of you can only control the funds that you contribute. It makes it a completely trustless contract between the vault owner and the owner of the coins. I'm extremely excited about this because most staking pools are centralized, right? Most staking pools, you put your money in and you're basically trusting that the person is, first of all, staking for you at all, and second of all, is going to give you your funds back when you are ready to withdraw them. That is no longer a problem with staking vaults with Divi. This is going to be a completely open source product that any staking coin can use, and we hope they do, because I can see a whole different business case for staking vaults. I can see hopefully staking pools will take this on and stop being centralized. You know, Divi is 100% your keys, your coins. We will never fall on that philosophy, even if it means developing entirely new features that we then release to the public. So I'm really excited about staking vaults. If you have questions, throw them in the chat right now, and I'll try to answer them at the end. But for now, let's move forward. Oh, and by the way, with staking vaults, we are successfully running prototype builds at this point, so it's pretty much ready. Last week I said it's be ready in 2 weeks, which means it'll be ready in 1 week, and then you will be able to play with it. Next, we have our just some things I want to go over. Okay, so the Blockchain Center. Blockchain Center is Nick Spanos's center for blockchains. It's like an educational center where the whole goal, it really aligns with what Divi is, right? It's an educational place where anyone can come learn about blockchain, about Bitcoin, whatever. We, in I think April or something, struck a deal with them to sponsor the Blockchain Center and do some marketing activities with them. So they're helping us with some of the Latin American countries, marketing there, and we'll be doing some events with them. What's great is that we are now on their website. Check this out. I think my my internet died there for a second, so let me just make sure that we're let's make sure we're good to go here. I think we're back. Okay, so I was talking about the Blockchain Center. Hopefully you saw the site and heard what I said. The cool thing is that we're going to be the official wallet of the Blockchain Center. So when the mobile wallet comes out, anybody that is looking for a mobile wallet and comes into the Blockchain Center to learn, or as a new partner for the Blockchain Center, or what have you, will end up being recommended the Divi wallet. Some big names behind the Blockchain Center, and we're really excited to be finally moving forward with that partnership. All right. The next thing is Games Interactive. So Games Interactive is actually the game company that has created Siege Worlds. And as you can see, actually, the Siege Worlds is one of the hero images. And if you go to this website, it's just gamesinteractive.com. You can check out all of the amazing things that they're doing. Right now, Siege Worlds is the main focus. But what's cool about this is that Jeff and I actually decided to invest in Games Interactive. Of course, they were building Siege Worlds, but Siege Worlds, of course, is a use case for Divi. I'm also working on an esports product called Chalk, so it made a lot of sense for us to own part of a game company. So that's what we did. We bought a game company. Well, we didn't buy the whole thing, but we invested pretty deeply into it, and we own a good amount of it now. So we're going to be doing a lot more blockchain gaming stuff with Divi and with all of our partners in the space. I think blockchain gaming is going to be absolutely huge. I think it's a great way to get people invested in cryptocurrency and interested at least in cryptocurrency, because there are so many analogs between blockchain and gaming. So Watch out for Games Interactive. Check out the website. Finally, we have Run with the Unicorns. Okay. Run with the Unicorns is a conference that typically takes place in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. Unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 situation, it won't be taking place anywhere except online, which is actually, we've done a few of these online conferences this year, and they're pretty cool. I think it's a great way to interact with people and get more people into your conference because it's free and it doesn't require any travel. So go to runwiththeunicorns.com and check out all of the details about Run with the Unicorns. I'll be speaking at the event. It goes from August 28th to the 5th of September, and I will be speaking a couple of times, like 3 times, on a panel with Crypto Crow and Casper Labs, and I have a keynote at on one of the days. So stay tuned for more information about Run with the Unicorns. It's pretty cool. I heard last year it was awesome. I missed it, unfortunately, so I'm glad to be able to participate this year, even virtually. They're actually using this program that's like a virtual conference room thing, like not just a Zoom, but you actually like have an avatar and walk around the space. It's so cool. So I'm excited to see how that even works. And it doesn't require anything other than a computer to participate. So I'm excited for that. I really don't have anything else on my list today. So let's see if we have any questions. And sorry if I dropped out there. I've been having serious internet issues. Anybody else having internet issues lately? It's like ridiculous. Great. As always, there's a little delay between me chatting with you guys and the actual broadcast, so I end up not seeing the questions until like, I don't even know, is it like 30 seconds? 60 seconds? Who knows? Thanks for the comment on the Divi swag. You can get these shirts at what is it? DiviThreads.com. And you can pay with Divi for a 10% discount. Yeah, we're all super stoked for Divi 2.0, Divi Wallet, it's called. It's crazy. Like when we started working on the app, and this is always the case, but it just seems like so clear to you, and then you start getting into it, and you're like, oh my god, there's a lot to this. you know, we end up with all of the fintech features where you can set up your IBAN, which that's working now in Costa Rica, but now there's the whole aspect of getting it out of Costa Rica and all the international transfers and stuff like that. It's a whole different aspect of it. And then, there's the earn section, which is the masternodes and the staking vaults, which are just getting finished now. There's always just so many things to actually do to complete a project like this, which I'm just glad that like pieces of it are coming together now, because it's just a lot of work, and the whole team is just constantly working. And I'm sure everybody's ready for for this to come out. I don't have any significant updates on Zap just yet. I think we're going to go on Bitcoin Ben with them soon, maybe next week. Another hint for the new exchange. I don't know if I can give you any hints that I haven't already given you that wouldn't give it away. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to let you guys keep guessing for right now. I did talk to them this morning, and they have to announce it first. That is the rule with them. They have to announce it first. But what is really remarkable is how much effort they're actually putting into this listing. I mean, we've answered all these questionnaires to make sure that they have every piece of knowledge and information necessary for them to efficiently promote us to all of the key influencers and all the people that they're going to end up putting us in the hands of. Like this is very, very unique because they actually seem to care about the listing, which a lot of exchanges just don't. So the current wallet update should be, I would think, probably next week. Don't hold me to that. It's pretty much done. We're just testing we had to actually rekey the certificate, which was a whole thing. It took like a week just to even get the rekeyed version of it, because we have to sign the build. If we don't sign the key, then it, anyone can make a malicious version of it, and you've seen that probably. People make false versions of the wallet, so you should always go with the certified one. You can check that in the um, in like the preferences of the or the settings of the app. A lot of exchange questions. Busy Mountain. Sorry, Busy Mountain. You asked which coins do you plan on being able to exchange with? I don't know if you mean on exchanges or like within the Divi wallet. If you want to clarify, I'll check back into the comments. But yeah, I mean, on the new exchange, we're only going against USDT out of the gate. So that's something. Rough date for the announcement. The announcement will be this month. That's all. That's all I can say though. IBAN is huge. The marketing. So Catching Crypto asks, the marketing launch you touched on. Does it begin with the exchange launch or prior? It all is kind of coming together at the same time. It has nothing to do really with the exchange. The exchange has its own marketing strategy and own plan. They are working with our marketing team to get that going, but it doesn't have really anything to do with our personal or our own corporate marketing strategy or whatever you want to call it. But that is now going to start rolling out. We just finished sort of figuring out who's going to perform all the tasks. We have all the tools in line now. Some really awesome tools that I had no idea even existed. And so yeah, I mean, very soon it should be starting, but it all has to align. There are a lot of moving pieces with it. Let's see what else you guys got. Atomic Kittens kind of got put on the back burner. The guy who was working on it ended up having to move on, just for his own reasons. So we are working towards atomic swaps. The first step of that is actually SegWit, which the first step of is actually cleaning up the code base. It's really important that if we want to scale this and not run into a lot of technical debt down the line, that we fix any of the issues that exist now. And it's not like they're issues like functionally, but it's just code standards. It's a bunch of stuff that's just been scooped into the code base from fork after fork and things like that. We need to pare down, modularize, and make it so that when we want to scale the blockchain and add features like for Maya, energy and things like that, that it can just be modularly added instead of like having to fork something or completely rewrite things. Trust me, the extra time that we're taking right now is really important for the future, because we have really like a long-term plan for this project. Let's see what else. It is Biggie. Bow, 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 bow. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we can throw some stuff in CoinMarketCal. I don't actually, I've never even been on CoinMarketCal, but every time we announce a date, it seems to pop up there. So I'm assuming that's a community member. Whichever one it is, you can always come to the Telegram. I'd be happy to tip you for helping us out that way. Okay, so Busy Mountain says in the wallet. Yeah, so I mean, you'll be able to exchange against or trade against any coin that we add. So if we add Zap, if we add, we will add Litecoin, ETH, all the ERC20s, like whatever we add, you'll be able to add or exchange against. Now, you also asked whether or not we'd have any non-taxable coins. That's totally a jurisdictional thing. I have no idea, where you live, so I'm not a tax expert either. I hire an accountant to do that stuff because I don't want to go to jail either. So just consult your accountant or your tax attorney for that stuff. So Emily, you asked, is it possible to use DiviPay to pay online bills? Probably not out of the gate, but when we issue the debit cards, then you can definitely link your Divi debit card to your online bills. I don't see why not. Where will you be advertising for the new exchange? So everywhere. The whole plan is sort of focused on the Asian countries. So it's Japan, it's Singapore, I believe, and China. Don't quote me on that because I'm just trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And there will of course be some efforts in Europe and the United States, but that is really the main focus. The exchange has the biggest presence in Asia, so and that's part of our strategy of scaling the company is actually accessing. It's a really difficult market to access if you don't know it or if you don't live there. So we're lucky that we're able to work with people that do understand that market. How do you envision Divi will look by the end of the year? Man, I have no idea. I mean, I know what I would like it to look like, but this market is so crazy, especially now. Everything is just going nuts, especially with like all the DeFi hype, which is a whole other thing. And now Bitcoin's been on the rise, so I mean the market could look completely different. As far as Divi, I'd like to see us just have more of a presence. Like we're really fundamentally a really strong project, but you talk to people and they still don't know or haven't heard of it. I would like for everyone to have heard of it, and I think that most of the people that end up checking us out really like us. They really like the philosophy of the project, the functionality, the goals, and everything like that. But if they don't know about it, they don't know about it. So I would like it to just be in everyone's hands by the end of the year. I'll probably do, another show on some of the ancillary products another day. Somebody asked if we'll do a show on Maya. I'd love to talk more about staking vaults. I'd love to talk more about Mochi 2.0, which is almost finished. The Zap eDivi thing. Pretty much, all the Siege Worlds, Chalk, everything like that. So yeah, maybe I'll do another show on that. But for now, I think, I should let you guys go. It's been about a half hour, which, if you're still listening, thank you. I can't believe that anyone would listen to me for a half hour, let alone 5 minutes. So that's amazing. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Live at 5. As always, you can find us online on social media at Divi Project across all the channels. Come join us on Telegram and ask questions if you have them. And until next time, I'm signing off. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye. Peace. Later. No.